Welcome back to the Infamous Ghost Podcast.
I'm Josiah.
I'm Celis.
And this is where we give you our weekly perspectives of pop culture, sports, entertainment.
Josiah, man. Long time no fucking see, man.
I was just about to say that. It's been a minute since we did this, bro. It's been a hot minute.
Bro, I think we both was just getting reacclimated into life, bro, because I started classes this week. So yeah, it's just been a lot going on. We ain't filmed it. I want to say like almost 2 weeks.
What was the last thing we filmed? Like over Zoom.
Episode wise, the last thing we filmed, I want to say was
the McAllister
episode. McAllister. That was like a month ago.
Damn. That's insane. So yeah, we just been grinding, getting a lot of footage from content. If y'all been keeping up with us on social media, you know we got a lot of stuff coming for y'all. So stay tuned for that because it's coming real soon.
Yeah, we went to 2 conventions back to back, and oh my God, it's just so much footage to go through. Like literally, like the flashback weekend, I got 11 hours of footage to edit. Like I'm still seeping through that shit, man. Nah, but I think this is definitely gonna be some of the best content we recorded ever because we literally just been on a 2-week grind, just filming content, going to panels, trying to get interviews with different celebs, like talking to fans. Like I'm excited. Just stay tuned, y'all. It's coming very soon. Just give us some time.
But Sellers, tell them what we here today, though.
Yeah, today we doing our first movie review, and I think almost 2 months, and we kicking it off with a bang. We got DC's Blue Beetle, starring Jolo Mardiuena, aka Miguel Diaz from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, and we were talking about this movie for a while. We reviewed the trailer like some months back.
Yeah, you was shitting on it.
I wasn't shitting on it.
You shit on it. Hey,
I just didn't. No.
In the clip that you gonna post, put him talking shit next to it before we even get into the review.
It wasn't talking shit. I was just but honestly, I was wrong. I ain't gonna lie. I was wrong. I ain't gonna lie. This movie is probably the best DC film I've seen all year long, or damn near overall. Like
I wouldn't say overall all year. That's a good argument. I honestly don't detest that because you like you said, this movie gave you everything.
Yeah, but like it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong, but did you know this is the lowest performing opening weekend in the box office?
Not anymore.
No, for opening weekend. It barely hit over 25 million.
No, I think it was lowest for. It wasn't the lowest for DC because I think it debuted a little bit higher than Shazam than what they expected at first. I think it came in at roughly around 60 million. But you gotta think, it didn't open in China yet. It didn't open in Australia or basically it didn't open worldwide yet. So it's still, I think it doesn't open in China until September 12th. And that's the big market right there.
I ain't gonna lie, like the outlets, like the article stuff I've been reading, they made it seem like this movie just bound to flop,
bro.
Honestly.
Because it's DC, bro. Like you got more Marvel writers, or Marvel journalists putting out pieces to defame DC to basically make it seem like every movie they drop is not hot. Like when in reality, this is a Latino-led film. So you got one white main character, but pretty much all the characters are minorities, so it's harder to sell that than it is putting Robert Downey Jr. on a poster, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know.
Honestly, listen. I'm right. You know I'm right. It's hard to sell.
The reason why I felt like the sales, the box office so low for this movie, because everything's surrounding, like the strike going on for this movie.
Yeah, facts.
Like everything with DC, like stuff been postponed and all that. And I feel like that really took a toll on this movie. And then, did you know this movie was supposed to go straight to streaming, straight to HBO? And I feel like that messed with a lot of consumers too. So
yeah, when it was announced, I want to say 2 years ago, it was announced as the HBO Max film. And then when James Gunn took over, then he decided hey, let's do a theatrical release because he wanted to bring this character into the DCU.
Right.
And yeah, but like you said, the actor strike, that's a big thing because you got Jolo who got a huge following from Cobra Kai. Literally, he couldn't promote it at all. So that played a big part. And you got Bruno Marquezine. She got 44 million followers, and she couldn't promote it at all. So those play big into this. Like you got the actors who can't promote. So literally, like you gotta trust that audience is gonna literally just go watch this just from looking at trailers or posters and billboards and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like what like the DC disappointed films, I feel like a lot of like fans aren't like as eager to see Blue Beetle. Cause let's be real, like besides the movie and true DC fans, who else really know a Blue Beetle? Like he's not a popular character. Like you feel
I
me?
mean, yeah, yes and no. Yeah,
Like
he's popular in comics, but like this is well, it's only been one other live action Blue Beetle, and that was in Smallville. But that was a TV show, so that was
yes.
literally like a 40-minute episode. So and low budget, so it you didn't really see the full potential of what the character could be in
Yeah.
live action.
And he made a couple cameos in the animated series of Batman Brave and the
Yeah,
Bold. And it's like who like nobody else really know of him. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Lower tier character. That's
yeah.
why I was glad that they pushed it into theaters to give the world a chance to see who this character is. And honestly, it got a lot of good reviews.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Yeah. But I feel
Uh,
like this is a great idea from DC. This is a
yeah,
great move from DC. So
yeah. Let's get into it, man. So
yeah.
take him through the plot.
Jaime Reyes suddenly found himself in a possession of an ancient relic of an alien biotechnology called the Scarab. When the Scarab chooses Jamie to be a symbiotic host, he is bestowed with an incredible suit of armor that's capable of extraordinary and unpredictable powers, forever changing his destiny as he becomes the superhero of the Blue Beetle.
Yeah, man. This movie was starting off high. I think literally like the first scene we saw that the scarab traveling through space, and did you notice the little Easter egg in there? You probably didn't
No,
peep it. I did. It was a
what?
Green Lantern.
Real? Wait, when? Like where?
Yeah, in the beginning. So when you see the scarab traveling through space, you see it bump into this little I want to say like little. Basically, it was like a I think it was a lantern ring that like bumped into it in space. You saw the little green stripe that was flowing with it. You probably don't remember, but yeah,
No, I don't.
that was a Green Lantern reference.
Yeah, that went right over my head, honestly.
It was a couple of references in here. Like you saw a LexCorp building.
For Lex Luthor,
Yeah,
really?
big belly burger.
Who is that?
That's a DC. It's a DC restaurant.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, well, yeah, we see Jaime. He just arrived to the airport in Palmera City from graduating college, and we see his family: his dad Alberto, his mother Rosia, sister Milagro. She played by Belissa Esobeto. She was in Hocus Pocus too. That's how I know
Mm,
her. I knew she looked familiar at first, and then we got his uncle Rudy, played by George Lopez.
the goat.
The goat, man. He was
Yeah.
so fucking funny this whole movie.
Bro, I'm so glad they gave him the all this screen time because he deserved it, bro. Like he
Yeah.
was the comic relief that this movie needed. Cause like usually like the comic relief in average movies is like the one best friend or the person
hmm
that don't got super, but nah, him
It was the
him
uncle, man.
it was the
And
uncle.
I'm glad that he an integral part of Jaime's like legacy of what the like he's part of the Blue Beetle team.
Mm.
Cause like automatically you see like Rudy, he's the crafty guy of the whole family.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. And
building stuff with stuff on the car, all that. You saw that?
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and he don't like being around cameras either. I noticed that. But yeah,
Like
talking about that scene right there when he got home from college.
yeah, he was talking with his family and he's seen that core industry is basically gentrifying the neighborhood and buying everybody's houses out. His dad lost his business. He had a heart attack. Man, yeah, they pretty much about to lose they business, or they pretty much about to lose their house and got no money to their name at all.
And I feel like that scene right there really shows you how close they are of a family because
hmm
like they sent him off of college with like without him knowing like they're going through all of this. You know, they making all these sacrifices. They barely got enough money to make ends meet, but they still want their son to go pursue their dream. So I really like how you see how close they are in that scene.
Yeah, and definitely because you see him fresh out of college, like he instantly just want to help his family, so he grab the quickest job he can, and he end up working with his sister cleaning Victoria Cord's house. and
Mm-hmm.
that's what he meets Jenny for the first time, because you
Right.
see Jenny, she pressed, well, that's Victoria Court's niece.
Niece. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's when you see Jenny press her auntie about the OMAC system she created. Basically, the OMAC system is, I want to get the acronym right. It's the all right. So basically, the OMAC system is the one man army corps. It's she uses the scarab or codes from the scarab to power all these super suits, create a super army basically, and she's trying to
Mm.
sell it.
Yeah. And Jenny, her dad, Ted, actually founded the OMAC, but with his sudden disappearance, it stopped developing, you know?
Hmm.
Or I think he stopped it and then he
Yeah,
disappeared.
he stopped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stopped it from being mass produced.
Uh-huh. And then I feel like Jenny she saw the evil her auntie Victoria was doing and wanted to like stop like what her dad was trying to prevent from happening, because her Victoria just wanted to sell it, you know, to
Hmm.
make money off of it.
Yeah, and like we learned a little bit about the backstory between her and her brother Ted, because her dad left Ted the company and he wanted to do certain things with it that she didn't like, and she felt like she was left out because she was a girl. So basically, that fueled her evil
Right.
throughout this story.
Mm-hmm. And then so as Victoria chastising Jenny, Jaime step in trying to defend her.
Like,
And
hey,
then
like what the fuck was you gonna do, bro?
like come on now, you lost your job over that.
Man, you just cleaning toilets like you stepping in on $1 billion conversation.
Literally, like, but hey,
And when
so after
he's supposed to be keeping lookout for his sister taking a shit.
yeah, taking a shit in a master's
Bro,
bathroom.
I ain't gonna lie, that's something I would have did too.
Oh snap.
No
So
cap.
so after Jaime and his sister lose his job, he catches Jenny walking to the car. And she feel bad. She like, you know what? Here's my card. Meet me at my office tomorrow or something, and I can hook her up with a job. And that's
Yep.
what he did.
Yep.
So
Yeah, when he gets to the office the next day, he ended up like having to wait in the front for a little bit. But then you see her coming down the stairs, and he's like, "Yo," he trying to get her attention, chasing her down. And then, but what we saw before that, she stole the scarab out of the scientist's office and put it in a burger box. And when
yeah,
she met up with Jaime, she gave it to him and said, "Protect this, guard it with your life, and get the fuck out of here."
yeah, that was smart because like one, like she works in a building, so if she just disappeared, like she knew she gonna be like looked for. So
Yeah,
hey,
she knew.
get this to this
Yep.
unknown person, get the hell out of here. Like you feel me?
Uh
So
huh. Yeah, when he take it home, like his whole family just say, Open the box, open the box, open the box." He's like, "Nah," she told him to protect it. But then eventually, when he did open it and grabbed it, it it like what I want to say bonded to him. It chose him, because you got to remember the scarab chooses people who it connects to. It never connected to Ted Court. That's why his sister was able to get it.
mm,
So
gotcha.
yeah, well, bro, did it really go up his ass, or like was that just a joke in a movie? Because
I don't know.
he all we saw was ran behind him, up his or down his back, and then all of a sudden he's saying it's inside of me. I mean, it's only one way in at
Yeah,
that
I
point.
was gonna say that's the only holdout there. So shit.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Nah, his family was cracking jokes on that the whole movie. Man,
And
but
then
RIP their house though, because their house took a lot of fucking damage in this movie,
I'd have been like shit. I
bro. From the
mean,
from the start.
it was getting they was getting bought out anyway. So it's like
I'm
that.
just
Yeah, but you was right. You was right. But in that scene, we are introduced to our first CGI scene in this movie. And I'm not gonna lie, DC really got some history of like some shitty CGI. Let's
uh,
be real. The
uh,
Flash, Black Adam, the list goes on with bad CGI. Fucking
the list
Cyborg.
go the list. Cyborg, he never got his own movie.
I'm talking about the Justice League.
Cyborg had bad CGI, not in the Snyder cut.
I mean, not a Snyder cut, but
Uh,
yeah.
we don't count Joss Whedon, bro. We don't count him.
What?
We don't know.
But
That's a Marvel director. Y'all can keep that nigga, man.
but anyway, DC got some history with shitty CGI, but the CGI was they actually had a budget for the CGI in this movie. That's
I
what I'm
wouldn't
so
say
surprised.
I wouldn't say they. Nah, this movie only cost 100 million to make,
Really?
and to
Damn.
put that into retrospect, the Flash cost like what 250 million to make.
Mhm. Well, I would say the Flash got a bigger audience than Blue Beetle.
Yeah, yeah,
So
but like what I do appreciate about that when you see him flying into space and hovering over the water and like using it, like what I appreciate about that, it wasn't CGI heavy. You could tell there were a lot of practical stunts that was later added with CGI.
yeah,
So like they had an actor in a suit doing the motions or Jolo in a suit doing the motions, but then they added that CGI in post just to give it the extra flair, which is what
facts.
a lot of superhero movies need to take notes on.
Well, look at the actor Zolo. That's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look at his history. Like he got athletic background. He mixed martial arts specialist. So it's like I ain't gonna say he a stuntman, but he can like perform
Yeah,
like
he know what he got to do.
yeah. You
He been
feel me?
doing. Yeah,
So
he definitely been on a karate show for what 6 7 years now.
yeah, so he know how to be the acrobatic like type actor. So that plays a big part in it.
Nah, you right.
So what did you think about the scene where it's like we're basically introduced to Blue Beetle like abilities, like like he flying through the city and
So
stuff?
yeah, when he does bond with the scarab or the suit, you hear the voice come on, and it basically was going through like a systems check the whole time. So it didn't show us everything the suit can do, but like you saw the small capabilities like
Right.
the super strength, the flying, all of that. And honestly, like, bro, that super raw, bro. I'm excited, bro. I think this is they didn't show everything. That's the one thing I appreciate about this movie. They didn't show everything because this man got so much other stuff up his arsenal. All right, but yeah, so once he get back to the crib, man, like he realized, hey, I gotta find Jenny. So he steals his Uncle Rudy's truck and goes to Core Industries to get Jenny. But then he see that she actually trying to get away, and when she hop in the car to get out of there, they start shooting at his uncle truck.
Yeah. And then he bring Jenny back to the house. After Jaime take Jenny back to the house, he realized well, she breaks it down. Like what the Blue Beetle is. She wasn't like sure what it does, what it do, but she
Mm-hmm.
like there's only one way to get it off, and I need my father's key, which was like a watch. So she told them about the watch. So they had to drive back to the facility. But Uncle Rudy had a jammer to jam all of the cameras so they can go into the facility and steal the key, aka watch. But as they're leaving the building, they're stopped by one of the OMAC soldiers.
Ignacio,
Ignacio, yeah.
aka Cyrapax.
Cyropax. That's his
Oh
name in the
no, no,
movie.
no! It was a Carapax. I think it's Carapax. That's the superhero name in the comics. It's
Okay.
Carapax. Is it Carapax? I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, because I remember him.
Yeah, all right. But
Yeah,
that fights.
Carapax. Yeah, Carapax.
Okay, all right. But that fight scene though, what did you think of that fight scene?
Great fight scene, man. Definitely wasn't heavy on the CGI. A lot of practical shit done, and I just think the whole stunt choreography for that was perfect, bro. Like literally perfect. And then you saw just a little bit more of what the suit can do, like with the creating weapons and stuff. And then I like the line that Ignacio said to Jaime. He said, "Your family makes you weak," and you see like that really took an effect to him when he said that. And Jaime had the chance to kill him because the suit tried to make him kill him, but he stopped. He told the suit, "No, I'm not a killer." And then that's when Ignacio get the one up on Jaime, and just before he can kill him, Uncle Rudy said a day. And I like what he did. That little burn out that made the jammer run into dude. That was nice. That was like I like that scene.
Yeah, right. Because at first I thought he was just for the hit him with the truck. I'm
Yeah,
like,
me
bro, that's
too.
not gonna work. Like,
Yeah,
that's not gonna work.
that's what I thought he was about to do. But then yeah, it was a smarter option.
Yeah, it was a smart option. All right, so after they get away, they go to like this Bruce Wayne looking abandoned mansion.
Yeah, this is Ted Kord's old mansion.
Like who is this Ted Cord dude?
So Ted Kord is the original Blue Beetle. He found the scarab originally, but he was never bonded with it. The scarab never chose him. So he never really had the full powers and capabilities. He was just using the scarab to make different technology and gadgets that he can use from the power of the scarab. That's why when you went into the office, you saw all of those rows and rows of different things. He used the power of the scarab to make those.
Okay, so
So he
basically, like he was an Iron Man that couldn't access his Iron Man
yeah,
suit,
yeah,
pretty much.
facts.
Yeah, Like he couldn't access his Jarvis. All right, cool.
Perfect.
I like that little analogy, but yeah, I really so as Uncle Rudy, he sits down, figures out the system, and he said there's really no way to get the scarab off you because it's
Without
tied
killing
to
him.
because it's tied to every nerves in your body. Like
He
like
made a little joke in there too. He's like, hey, when it went up your ass, I'm telling you,
oh
George
shit.
Lopez comedic timing was on point the entire movie.
The entire movie, man. That's what I said. He didn't go. I'm so glad they had him up in here.
Yeah, keep
And
him in the DCU.
that bro, please keep him like
I want to talk about the little monologue after his uncle told him basically either you can die and the thing can come off, you can stay alive and keep it. But I like that. I like the little talk they had because you see his uncle really show his vulnerability because he is pretty much the Joker the entire movie. But then you see his softer side. You really see like his bond with his nephew and how close they really are because he tells him like this could be a gift and a curse. So don't let it phase you. Make the best of it. Like I said, that's just perfect storytelling, man. I think like Jaime got so many people around him that add to his story. It's not just like a one-dimensional superhero story.
facts. And you really see what George Lopez character, aka Uncle Rudy, like he's a really important role model in Jaime's
Yeah.
life. Like, you got the comedic relief, and then you got that like that more sentimental touch,
Yeah, and like he's a part of the team. He adds value to the team.
facts,
Like,
like what
like
his
that's why I say I see
hands-on
him. I
skills.
say I see him being a part of the future Blue Beetle because that's like you know how every superhero got that one or two sidekicks that's part of their team. I
Yeah,
think
that's not yeah.
yeah, I think that's his.
Facts, and that's a good character to have, honestly, with him. Because, like, you see, at this time, still really didn't. Jaime really didn't understand the Scarabit, but he was starting to figure out, get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So right after that monologue, they see a helicopter going right over them, headed toward the city, and they figured out they're going to our house. So Blue Beetle decides, like, I gotta go over there. This machine won't let me die. So I'm gonna just jump off the roof, leap of
Yeah.
faith. And you see Blue Beetle activated.
Great transformation scene.
It really was, honestly. Like CGI,
Bro,
on
it
point.
wasn't any bad CGI moments in here to me.
You right, bro. I can't even argue with that. You
It
actually right.
wasn't any bad. Like, man. And then yeah, when you see Victoria and her henchmen get to the house, they raid them, they bring them all out. They literally got all of them at gunpoint. And then here come Jaime. He jump in and put a shield around them. Like and that man, this scene was just I think this was I ain't gonna say the best scene, but like one of the most touching scenes because you really saw the importance of family to Jaime.
Mm-hmm. Right. Facts.
Cause he's willing to put it all on the line for them. Like they was literally all shooting at him at the same time, like protecting his family, protect his family. Then like when you see him go, like that's when you see a turn in the character because he go into attack mode instead of defense. Cause I feel like up until that point he was on defense.
Really, bro. You actually right, bro. But you saw he really's trying to figure out what the Blue Beetle can do. Like, yo, can I get this? Can I get that? But you see, he still wasn't trying to murder nobody.
Yeah, and
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
and then when the Ignacio was attacking him, he was just trying to get away. He wasn't trying to fight him.
exactly. Just defense the whole time. But and then we see one of the most touching scenes in a movie. His dad passed away of a heart attack.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was right
Man,
after. I think that scene was gut wrenching, bro, because it was nothing he could do. You see, he helped his family get away after taking down the armed soldiers, but then another soldier get his sister and brother. I mean, not his sister and brother, his sister and father pinned down, and that's when Jaime is shot with a basically this electro like I don't know handcuffs thing, whatever. It got him trapped and he can't move or do anything. And then you just see his father dying the entire time as he's flying
that's
away.
man. I can't imagine that pain. Honestly,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that scene
man.
I was like I was in the theater like damn.
Like you felt his pain right there. Like,
Oh,
sheesh.
because imagine seeing your father die and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing. Like the system is telling you he's literally having a cardiac arrest, and it's like,
Oh yeah,
man,
you
that's
right. It said it in his ear. I forgot about that.
all right. But he was captured by Victoria and he was taken back to her facility to transfer the Blue Beetle codes over to the OMAC codes, so she can
Mm-hmm.
power her soldiers. And then that's when you see Jenny and Uncle Rudy and Ressa not
The Reyes family.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me start that over.
Man, you
Right.
know what I love about that? You know what I love about that scene? It was
What?
the grandma that got everybody together. Like she said, "Hey, stop crying. This is not the time to cry. We need to go save Jamie. Like put on y'all brave faces. Let's get this shit together right now." Like
Mm.
that's when you saw what type of person the granny was because she had a bunch of one-liners throughout the whole movie just for jokes. But then
Mm-hmm.
that's when you saw the real seriousness of her character and what she was capable of.
And I feel like that's like what grandma's like in general. Honestly, they
Facts.
really like the glue of the family. Like you feel me? So,
I'm definitely a grandma baby, bro. Nah,
hey,
bro.
shit, I feel you. Same shit.
Nah, I love that about that scene though, and like you really saw this grandma got a past that we don't know about yet, but hopefully we will see soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But later you see they get into like the Beetle spaceship.
Yeah, Jenny take them back to court. They take them back to her dad's old mansion, and then they get into the. It's called the bug.
The bug, yeah.
Yeah, it's called the bug.
But
It's like basically a steel beetle tank.
literally, that's what I can fly. So they take that to go infiltrate the facility that Jaime is in right now. And you see they got a plethora
Bro,
of options of weapons.
that
Like,
scene was so cold when they got in there, bro.
oh yeah, it was. And it's like
Uh,
when they had to take out the whole army, and it's like
bro. And the grandma leading the charge the whole time, bro. Like, like when she was looking at the map of the layout of the place, and then she's like, "Yeah,
yep.
we gonna go in here, y'all go there." Like she basically set the whole plan in motion.
No, for real. And then like when the bug landed, they really couldn't stop it. Like you feel me?
Yeah,
They was shooting bug fart out, knocking them out, like
bro.
having it stepping on them, like
And like it all looked believable, like no bad CGI. So I applauded them, man. And the music was perfect to go with it.
facts.
I
All
think
right.
they took a song from Cobra Kai that I heard. I can't even remember what song it was.
Damn. Shit, I didn't even know that.
But next, I want to talk about the scene where you see Jaime. He's strapped down into the thing where it's transferring the powers from the scrap, not the scrap, the scarab into the OMAX system. But you see his organs failing. He's basically dying. But and when he passes out, he sees his dad. And what I love about this scene, this is his Clark Kent moment. This is his Superman moment, man. Because he gotta let his dad go and go after his destiny. His dad basically tell him, don't run from the scarab, run to it. It helps you save your family. Like this is like make your own destiny, be your own man. Bro, like that scene was like it was touching, bro. I want to say, is it Angel Soto who directed this? I know him because he directed Charm City Kings. Do you remember that Meek Mill movie when they was in Philly riding the bikes?
Meek Mill. I don't
It,
remember that.
oh man, it came out like 2-3 years ago. But yeah, man.
Nah.
Angel Soto, I fucks with the vision, bro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan now. Because
Facts, yeah.
like when he said go after your destiny, you see him run into the light where the scarab is. And that was that point where he bonded with the scarab and they became one.
Facts. Yeah, and right after that moment, you really see like because at first he really didn't want no parts of it, and then you see he was kind of getting used to it. Then
Mm-hmm.
at that moment after that, you see like this is me now. So he really embraced it after that.
Yeah, and that's when he got the full capabilities. But before that, he got, the suit had to reset, so he still didn't really have a way out. And then you saw that Ignacio, aka Ignacio, got his superpower, and he juiced up. He got up. What I did fuck with that scene is, the scientist that helped him out.
Mm-hmm.
We met. We met him. Right, he was
Yeah.
at fan. He was at Fan Expo.
Did we go to a panel of his?
No, we was literally like standing right next. So when we was in line standing for one of the autographs, where you was with me, right, bro?
Mm-hmm.
His booth was literally the next one.
Really? Damn.
I think his name's like fuck. I don't want to butcher his name. I'm not even gonna pronounce it, but yeah, he know who he is. Yeah, he was standing right next to him.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah, he ended up helping Jaime escape before Ignacio killed him.
And you see Ignacio OP as fuck.
OP.
Like,
He became full Carapax.
mhm. And you see, like, as Jaime's system is still rebooting, Jaime's sister and Jenny is still running around, like, you
Yeah, but
know,
they
you,
they made the machine explode. That's when they got separated.
facts, yeah. So they really stopped Victoria's plan, essentially.
Hmm.
So, and then you see they get separated, and Jenny end up getting captured by Victoria.
Yep. And
So,
Milagro she still lost, but then that's when you see I think she ran into Jamie or no. Jamie was getting chased by soldiers, and then out of nowhere, here come grandma.
what with a fucking like,
Bro,
oh,
lit they ass up. She won full metal jacket on their ass, bro.
she said it's a lot you don't know about me. Like,
Man. Bro, I'm telling you, man. She was one of my I think she became the fan favorite after that movie.
that ass. Well, not for me. It was still Uncle Rudy for me, but
Yeah, Uncle
she
Rudy was
up there.
definitely the
She up there.
favorite. Nah, but yeah, that's when he take her back to the ship and then go come back for his sister. His sister was holding on too with the gadgets. You see her with the super fist, like she was doing her thing, holding on. But then that's when Jaime came and he took all of their ass out. That was one of the best fight scenes.
But after that, after he take them out, you see Jaime and Ignacio run into each other again. And you see Ignacio just charge at him,
Final
busting
fight,
through the wall. Yeah. That was a good fight scene,
great fight scene.
Yeah, and it's like you really saw Ignacio full powers right there. And then so after they're fighting, they're going at it. It looked like Jaime over with, honestly.
Yeah, and then Uncle Rudy started to distract Ignacio, and he shot a rocket at Uncle Rudy. And at this point, it looked like it's over with for Uncle Rudy. But then that's where you see Jaime, man. He got super mad, like enraged, bro, and he just went after, bro. Like he literally started beating that man ass. And then he finally had the chance to kill him. But then you see their minds get bonded, and he starts to see the backstory of Ignacio. He saw that he was just a little boy in a country where Victoria picked him up and he became a test dummy for the OMAC system, and his mother got killed in the explosion. And Jaime started to understand, and he tried but before he tried to kill him, the scarab stopped him. And that's when the scarab showed him that. I kind of jumped back a little bit. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was the reason he stopped, because what the scarab showed him.
And the scarab reminded him, we're not murderers. Because you
Yep.
remember Jaime said at the beginning of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
But it was just one liner Jaime said to Ignacio. He said, my family don't make me weak. They make me stronger.
Yeah,
Oh,
that goes back to the line. Yeah, I brought up in the beginning of the movie, man. That just shows that's great storytelling, man.
it is.
The drawbacks, you gotta have that.
Facts.
Feel me?
And
Don't just give me a nigga tooth falling out at the end.
and they came with purpose too. You feel me? Because you saw Jaime was raised by his dad and his uncle. So you saw they really made him show, because that's his second opportunity he had to kill him.
Up.
And he let him go with a pass.
Yeah, man. And then that was like the little turn in the arc for Ignacio, because jump back to Victoria, her and Jenny are on a helicopter, and Victoria basically say, hey, y'all might have stopped me now, but I still got the codes and this little digital device that I can make as many OMAX systems as I want. And then Jenny, she uses her dad's technology to create a shield and jumps out of the helicopter with her and Victoria and destroys the duplicate of the codes.
Facts. And then you see, so after the plane crash, I guess Jaime, he had enough of Victoria's stuff. And actually,
No,
say
not. It was Ignacio.
Ignacio, not Jaime. Yeah. So after the plane crash, you see Ignacio was reminded of like what he went through with Victoria, and I guess he didn't want nobody else to go through what he went through. So you saw he basically unalive both of them. Like
Yep,
both of them.
he started charging up his suit. He started like his suit started getting super juice, like power going higher and higher and higher. And he grabbed Victoria, man, and he took out all the old Max systems and her.
Mm.
Killed two birds with one stone. No pun intended.
Oh
man,
man.
man, nah, but that was cold to see though when he killed her, bro, because that just show you that he had enough for her and he realized that she was doing him more bad than good.
Facts. Facts.
But I want to talk about when they get back to the ship though, because this is definitely a a a bow on top, bro. Because you see the family get all back together on the ship, and then the grandma finally says, "Now we can cry," and they all start hugging and crying, man. And then like it was just so emotional because you see that it was a little bit of relief and grief at the same time.
Facts. And I like how they let Jenny in they like
Yep.
little family circle because like look at the stuff they've been through together. So
Because if you look at it, essentially, she has no family. Victoria was all she had, and Victoria hated her.
yeah, she hated Victoria because she saw the evil in her. So
Yeah,
man,
that was her welcoming into they little group. I like that.
yeah, that was a good family.
This is
A
a
good.
great family centric movie.
It is honestly. I feel like it really give you like that really Hispanic feel. You know, I
Yeah,
feel like
the representation was definitely on point because all
yeah,
like Hispanic and Latino families are very strong bonded. They ride for each other no matter what, and that's what I love to see in a big screen.
yeah, man, they really brought that to life in the screen. So I really applaud them for this.
I definitely do, man.
Hmm.
But yeah, man. Like I want to say a couple of days later, a week later, they come back from celebrating the father funeral, and the whole neighborhood rallying behind him because they know who he is now, essentially, and
Hmm.
they all come to support. And then that's where you see Jenny. She in charge of Cord Industries now. She told them, "Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild y'all house, and I'm gonna help y'all start y'all business back up again."
Shit, yeah, blessings right there.
Yeah,
Shit.
blessings, man. I mean, finally got him a little smirk, man.
Yeah, finally, like even though Uncle Rudy still like ruined it for him earlier in
He
the
was
movie.
blocking a little bit.
He ain't me too, he ain't me too, but and he got what he deserved at the end. But the post credit scene is what I really want to talk about
Man,
because we find out later Jenny dad Ted Core is not dead. He left a message, a voice recording, saying
I
I'm
wonder.
still alive.
I wonder was that live or was that like previous? Like, what did he send that like on like a year or two before, a week before? Like, because the message got through once he turned on everything in the office.
Oh, facts. And I'm guessing Ted was expecting his daughter to go through and find a message.
Yeah,
Facts, facts.
man. I'm
Man,
telling the possibilities this can create, bro. Because it's so many people that the Blue Beetle has been involved with in DC. I'm excited, man. And then we got a young actor, so he got plenty of time to play him. He could play Blue Beetle for the next 10 years, and I wouldn't mind.
mm, facts. And shit, he fit this character perfectly. Like I like the story behind
Perfectly.
it. I like the character, story behind it, and like how they came about. So shit, let's hope DC don't fuck it up.
Hey, nah, man. It's definitely a
But
bright future for him.
yeah. But overall, what would you rate this movie?
Overall, great story. I think the characters literally like made this entire movie just pleasable to any audience. Because you can't not love the characters, bro. Like they grew on you that much. And for that, action scenes were definitely on point. CGI was on point. It teased into another movie. It brought in and had little tidbits of DC in the. Honestly, I give it an 8 out of 10.
A eight? What?
An 8.
Didn't you give it Indiana Jones an eight?
Huh? Yeah. I mean, this is. I feel like because look, it's an introduction movie. I feel like the way I rated Indiana Jones was because it was a close to a story.
I mean, no, I'm just talking about
When
the individual.
when I say an introduction movie, that means it has room to grow.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
you got to leave that room for it to grow. Indiana Jones, I rated that because it was a close to the story.
I just
Yeah,
meant
a
like
little bit of bias played into that too, but yeah.
yes, yeah. So
Like, hey, looking
you
back, Indiana Jones, that was probably like a solid 6 out of 10. I can't even cap. I can't even count.
Same thing I said.
I can't even count. So yeah, it was a little bit of bias going into that.
Bro, dead ass, bro. I give this movie a 9 out of 10, bro. And you supposed to be the DC fan here, bro.
No, I was leaving room to grow, but like 9 out of 10, I agree with that, bro. I like if I would have gave that, you would have said, yeah, you just riding DCD. I wanted you to say that shit first, because I definitely get us a 9 out of 10.
Nah, you gave it an 8.
I'll leave it at 8, bro, because I think if we get another movie with the same director, it's gonna be a 9 out of 10.
I really hope they write him into like another like a universe. Well, honestly,
Bring him in Superman. Bring him in Superman. Superman Legacy. Come on.
How would he fit in Superman?
Green Lantern already in there. Fucking Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific. So basically, what Superman Legacy is, the way James Gunn described it, it's a workplace comedy. It's Clark balancing his work life at the Daily Planet with Lois Lane, and also him balancing his work life with his co-workers / superheroes as Superman.
Okay. I mean, shit. Hey, we go see, man. I'm excited.
I'm excited too, bro. Definitely a great movie, y'all. All right, but that's going to do it for us today, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Infamous Ghost Podcast. And you can follow us on Instagram at Infamous Ghost Pod.
And you can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Infamous Ghosts. Until then, we see y'all next time.
Peace.